Flock cameras, deportations, and sanctuary law concerns sparked emotional testimonies at last night's Eugene City Council meeting. Dozens of residents filled council chambers, many demanding answers following reports of ICE agents detaining people at the ICE office in Eugene's federal building. KVAL's Tiffany Lewis is joining us live now from Eugene City Hall. Tiffany, what else is the City Council being asked to do in light of recent protests against ICE activity?
Well, good evening, Kendall. Several speakers criticized Eugene police for simply showing up at that July 1st protest outside of Eugene's ICE field office outside of the federal building and accused EPD of violating Oregon's sanctuary laws. Now, EPD told us last week that they did not work with ICE that day and only responded to the protest after immigration agents reported that protesters were blocking ICE vehicles. Despite their statement, nearly 50 people reported EPD to Oregon's Sanctuary Promise hotline, accusing the department of violating sanctuary laws, which ban any public agency from assisting immigration actions. An immigration lawyer I spoke to earlier this month confirmed that many of her clients are being detained during regular check-in appointments at the ICE office and are being denied access to their lawyers before they're deported. And speakers also criticized the lack of commentary from city leadership about these ongoing detainments and alleged lack of due process, and shared concerns about whether ICE agents will have access to flock camera data.
It is disappointing as a sanctuary city and a sanctuary state that we actually do not hear very much vocal support and action with our in solidarity with our targeted immigrant neighbors. If these flock cameras are accessible by ICE, we in fact are nullifying our commitment as a sanctuary city. We are betraying our immigrant neighbors, and we are violating the actual sanctions that we put in, the laws that we've placed to not comply with ICE.
On July 7th, EPD issued a new directive to its officers affirming that they are prohibited from assisting ICE. That includes transporting detainees and dispersing crowds for ICE. Any request for backup involving ICE must be assessed by a watch commander and, if needed, approved by a patrol captain. And officers can only intervene if there's an imminent safety threat, a riot, or serious criminal activity. Well, residents also demanded answers about flock safety cameras around town. The cameras were placed around the city that they record a vehicle's license plate number and other details like make, model, color. The company says the cameras are not designed to record footage of people or faces. Residents say the city failed to notify the public before they were installed. Several speakers argue that the program may violate the city's surveillance transparency ordinance, which requires a public process for any technology that collects personal information.
I did not begin my opposition to flock to pick a fight with EPD specifically. However, I keep seeing them making statements that are either inaccurate or dishonest about flock, its capabilities, and downplaying its risks.
This surveillance affects everyone, from lifelong residents to folks who come to visit, from neighbors going to the doctor to kids biking home from school. The use of this surveillance is against city code.
The camera system does remain active in Eugene and no formal review has been announced. Now, during concluding comment at the meeting last night, Councilor Jennifer Ye did confirm that the independent police auditor is now investigating those complaints about alleged violations of the sanctuary law and investigating complaints about the flock surveillance program. Other councilors just reaffirmed the city's commitment to our sanctuary policies without interfering with ICE actions. In Eugene, I'm Tiffany Lewis. Back to you guys.